We find ourselves in the mystical realm of Xianlan, a continent where immortal cultivation reigns supreme. Towering, alien mountains twist and spiral amidst cosmic energies swirling in mesmerizing shades. At the heart of this vision stands a mighty cultivator, a true master surrounded by the elemental forces of raging winds, celestial flames, and ethereal wisps under their command. Here, cultivators are the masters, the cosmos seems to declare. For in Xianlan, those who have unlocked the profound arts of immortality through rigorous spiritual and martial practices rule as living demigods over the mundane world. We then meet a young seeker struggling along the immortal path. Reflecting on his mother's words about attaining immortality's glory, he laments, "No one wants to take me in." With weariness, he sees only one sect left, the divine immortal sect. But his hopes are dashed upon finding it just AF King historic site. His disillusionment grows as he cries out, "Isn't this a fraud? I'm leaving, it's a waste of time." Ready to abandon the immortal journey, a powerful voice booms, "Don't leave." Revealing himself as the esteemed sect master of some immortal sect, the figure declares, "I am Wang Feng." 3 days ago, our protagonist was just an overworked comic artist. Due to excessive work, their soul unexpectedly traversed to a cultivation world. Upon arrival, he found himself in a fantastical realm, marveling at the world of immortals. The system congratulated him on reaching Xianlan continent and informed him that he had received the strongest sect system. Initially elated, the protagonist exclaimed, "Hooray! This must be the cheat that every traverser receives." However, his excitement was short-lived. The system messages revealed he actually had none of the expected abilities. Instead, it was merely a recruitment tool to establish the strongest sect. Disappointed but left with no choice, the protagonist reluctantly accepted the situation. Soon after, he encountered a mission interface with a 3-day time limit. Surprised by this sudden challenge, he attempted to complete the mission but faced difficulties, with the system warning of extermination upon failure. As the deadline approached rapidly, the protagonist learned that he must have a disciple within the next 3 days to avoid being killed by the system. Despite encouragement about his exceptional talent, he found themselves frustrated, exclaiming, "What a shitty system." After careful consideration, he decided to select a disciple, hoping to navigate this challenging new world. We shift to the present scene, where the skeptical young man in a green hat, questioning the legitimacy of joining the sect. Our main character stands before a humble hut, passionately defending his organization. He argues that appearances can be deceiving, pointing out that while larger sects may have rejected the young man, he sees true potential in him. Intrigued but still doubtful, the young man wonders aloud if he can truly cultivate and ascend to immortality. Our protagonist confidently assures him that the very name of his sect, the strongest immortal sect, guarantees success. His words spark a flame of excitement in the young man. However, fear still lingers. "What if I can't become an immortal?" the potential disciple asks nervously. The sect leader, ever persuasive, promises full benefits, including a salary and even help finding a good partner, should cultivation fail. As the young man's interest grows, he begins to set his conditions. He declares that he can't handle tough training and demands good meals, clean clothes, and all his needs met. The sect leader agrees readily, seeing these as his basic duties as a master. Finally, he receives confirmation that he's succeeded in gaining his first disciple, activating the strongest sect system and earning some kind of reward. The young man jumps on our MC's shoulder and starts saying, "You're such a good person, sect master. Not only did you keep me, you're spoiling me as well. The master, not even my own brother treats me this well. From now on, I'll call you Brother Wang Feng." Inwardly, our protagonist thinks, "Forget your brother, I want to check my reward." When the eager disciple asks for a meal, our hero sees an opportunity to escape, thinking, "This is my chance to ditch this annoying guy." Once alone, our protagonist accesses a mysterious system interface, curious about his attributes and rewards. He discovers a summon chance ability, allowing him to call forth powerful beings from across worlds. Intrigued by this power, he contemplates powerful people across worlds. He finds himself in a strange place called the Xianxia continent. As days pass, he grows increasingly desperate, longing for home and fearing monsters. Finally, he decides to use his newfound ability, shouting, "System, summon it now. You must summon someone who is powerful and untouchable." A blinding light appears, descending from the heavens. The surrounding area shakes violently, causing panic. "Wah!" Is there an earthquake? Someone cries out. Another voice exclaims, a vision from heaven, as cries for help echo around. Amidst the chaos, our protagonist watches wide-eyed, wondering, what's going on? As his summon takes effect, forever changing the course of his journey in this strange new world. The MC, and his young disciple in green, observing a startling sight. The disciple exclaims in shock, the hut is still standing, as they witness their humble abode withstanding an otherworldly force. Suddenly, the ground begins to shake violently. The disciple, alarmed, cries out, "Wah! Is there an earthquake?" But the master, with his keen insight, declares dramatically, a vision from heaven. As the situation intensifies, the disciple frantically calls for help, clearly overwhelmed by the events unfolding before them. The master tries to maintain calm, dismissing his disciple's concerns about taking a break for tea. "There is no time for tea right now," he insists, gesturing urgently. It's the end of the world outside. The scene shifts to reveal the source of this commotion, a powerful figure descending from above, described as the White Cloud Mountain Master. This being emanates an aura of immense power, causing those around to react with awe and fear. Our main character, however, seems to recognize this entity. With a mix of pride and surprise, he announces, "He's my esteemed self's bodyguard." This revelation shocks his disciple, who had no idea their sect possessed such a formidable ally. The master, intrigued, ponders aloud about the being's power level, speculating whether it's at the spiritual condensing stage or the mythic general stage. The MC is pondering the nature of the cultivation world. He muses that it's indeed all about cultivation stages. His disciple, dressed in green, excitedly exclaims about the princely stage pinnacle, explaining its significance in the glorious Sun Empire. The MC, initially surprised by this revelation, checks the system interface to confirm his disciple's attributes. He discovers that Yi Gu Chang, his disciple, possesses the princely stage pinnacle cultivation and wields a powerful flying rainbow weapon. Their conversation is interrupted by the arrival of a tall, imposing figure, the sect master. The MC, still adjusting to the cultivation world's hierarchy, awkwardly greets the sect master. His disciple, more versed in the proper etiquette, attempts to kowtow, but the sect master dismisses the formality. As they continue their interactions, the MC reflects on how he's learning to navigate this new world, drawing on knowledge from wuxia novels he's read. He's relieved to see his disciple adapting well to the cultivation world's customs. The story culminates with the MC discovering a draw chance feature, which allows him to roll for prizes like Cultivation Bloodline and Cultivation Artifact. Excited by the possibilities, he eagerly asks to use this chance, wondering if it might allow him to cultivate as well. Throughout the narrative, the MC's internal thoughts reveal his process of acclimating to this new world. While his disciple seems more naturally attuned to the cultivation society's norms and expectations.